Here we go. Let's go. Let's get it. Where is the first place you'll take your child once the shutdown is over? Please answer the question.
Gotta be fast.
You going to Disney World? Are you going to grandma's house? You going to Target? Or are you coming to Garfield Elementary School? Hey. Okay. Let's see who got there first. All right, Miss Nora.
Nora is a new literacy lab tutor. Released.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right,
Miss
literacy lab. All right,
Yes, come on.
literacy lab.
Get ready.
Y'all get ready.
Faster.
True or false? Students are to log on every day. Do students log on every day? Is that true or is that false? All right.
True.
Good job.
All
See
right.
how much fun it is to go to Garfield?
Who that? Okay, Miss C, we see you. You got to be quick, y'all. You got to answer fast as you can.
Get your
Go ahead,
fingers
Principal.
ready.
Go. What time does the morning at Garfield? What time does the morning huddle start at Garfield? 8? Is it 9 a.m.? Is it 10:30? Is it 8:30?
Those are the wrong answers.
Look at that. 9 o'clock. Make sure your baby is on time for school. 8:30. 8:30, not 9 o'clock.
At least,
Right.
at least the 4 people in the red was at 8 o'clock. At least they early.
Right, at least I come in early. Right.
The 6 in the blue, y'all killing
ECE
me.
doesn't start until 9 though.
For ECE,
ECE morning huddle's at 9.
you're right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All
we're gonna
right.
give y'all 50-50.
We stand
Right.
corrected. Thank you, Wozniak.
All right, who we got in the lead? Who's in the lead? Okay, Miss V.
V.
Oh,
All
Miss
right.
Van
Get
Sistine.
ready,
She won the
Pat.
last one, I think.
Miss
Okay,
V and
let's
Miss Katie are pros.
Which learning platform does your child log into daily for instruction? Is it Class Dojo? Is it Teams? Is it Canvas?
Y'all better get this right.
Is it Clever? Which one?
Canvas.
I'm giving the answers.
Who gave me the answers?
Somebody that came on late.
All right. Right. Somebody that came on late. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
So we want to
That's
clear up
right.
that misconception real quick. Canvas is where everybody logs onto every single day for instruction. We
I'm
do-
That's
sorry,
right,
y'all.
parents. Canvas.
I'm sorry, this Miss Daniels. I'm sorry.
It's
All
okay.
right, Miss Dan. That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay, Miss Dan.
That's okay, Miss Daniel. We
That is
appreciate it.
okay. We are all learning together in this virtual world. You
Next,
good.
next. Get ready.
Go ahead, next.
Come on, y'all.
Okay, the chancellor of DCPS is, it's not
Mr.
Principal
Branch.
Branch
This is a
yet.
layup. This is a layup.
Mr. Branch.
Mr. Branch. Who is it? Is it Trayvon White? Is it Lewis? There we go. Okay. All right, Dr. Fairby, yes. Is the chancellor of DCPS school. Who in the lead?
Here we go. Miss
I'm
Altman.
quitting.
That's Miss Katie. All right, Miss Katie. Next.
Well, Miss Dan-
Next.
There's no quitting at Garfield. You got to keep trying. You can't quit.
No quitting. That's right. Keep trying.
You go sit on the couch.
Okay, so this is a good one, y'all. Mr. Branch has been the principal at Garfield for how long? Is it 2 years? Is it 4 years? Is it 9 years? Is it 10 years? Which
He
one?
was that little boy in that suit that came in our meeting.
When y'all booed me and didn't want me there.
Okay, it's been a whole decade for Principal Branch, you guys. And we should give a whole shout out for that. Because listen, principals don't be lasting that long, y'all. They don't last that long. That's long suffering right there, honey. Okay, let's move on.
Katie on fire.
I didn't even know that though. I was like, how? Okay. Our school has all the following partners. Parents, these are people who come to our school. We made partners with them. to help and support our babies. So all of them are our partners, except which one?
Who does not help us? Yeah.
Very good. So if any of y'all parents know somebody that's in Bus Boys and Poets, tell them they need to give us the call and support our school. Okay. All right, Miss Katie. All right, Miss Burke, I see you. I see you. All right, we're moving to
Mascot.
the next question, Principal Branch.
It's your show. Who's mascot?
Okay. Our school mascot is it a tiger? Is it an eagle? Is it a bison? No. Did you change? I thought one of the answers was bulldog.
I did change. I put an eagle on there for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Why you didn't move something else like tiger? Anyhow.
Yes, that's another conversation, Grace. Move on.
No. How you just gonna change the answers like okay?
Because I should have changed the mascot.
It's a ram. It's a ram. It's a ram. Yes. Okay.
I should have changed the mascot.
Wait a minute.
Too.
I know I put Bowie State University on the map. Stop. Virtual lunch and recess at Garfield is from what time, parents? Is it 12 to 1? Is it 11:30 to 12:15? Is it 11 to 11:45?
11:30 to 12:15.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, that was a parent.
Yes,
Great.
parents. There you go. Yeah, parents.
Yes. Yes, one of the things that I do, I have on our wall, if you can see behind us, some rules, some classroom rules. Can you tell them what the classroom rules are, Lorraine?
Yes, Lorraine. Get it, Mom. I know that's right. You better set up that environment for learning.
Anna. What did you? Come on. Tell them what the classroom rules are.
Listen, review your work, stay on task, ask questions, be
Organize.
organized,
Participate
in class.
Okay, Lorraine.
Yes. Yes, Lorraine. And can I say, parents, that is definitely one of the expectations or something that we at Garfield have kind of put together for your kids. We have a virtual learning checklist or distance learning checklist, and it's right here. I'm sure it's been posted to Dojo. And Mom, thank you so much for partnering with us to do that, because that is exactly what we need. We need for all of the parents to make sure that your child has a quiet learning space, that you have set up your environment for them to learn. I know it's hard. It is really difficult for us too, but this is what we need to do so that we can make sure that we are serving our children and so that our children are not missing out on any learning at all.
Ms. Graves, I saw Miss Willis had raised her hand before, so I just wanted to offer again if you wanted to still share, Miss Willis.
Oh yes, I had picked up some cardboard board and divided their areas on where they learn at, so they can't see each other, they can't yell, why you looking at me. I mean, it's actually been good.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you so much, Miss Willis. Yes. Dividing, if you have more than one child in the house, separating their learning space.
Right.
And letting them know this is your place of learning. This is your private little office. This is where you learn. And then over here is where you play. Over there is where we eat. This is your spot for learning for right now. It's not going to be like this forever, but this is just what we have to do for right now. Go ahead, let's share out with all of us. And
one of the things that I do is make sure that we are prepared the night before. We already have a book bag that's prepared with everything that she needs, paper, pencil, and I make sure that her laptop and the hotspot and everything is charged up the night before, so that when we get on in the morning, we won't have any problems and get on successfully.
All right.
Yes, and can I add what I love about Janice is parents, if you're on, Janice has her own set of headphones. So when she's unmuting herself, we're not hearing the background noise. So parents, just so that you all may, or hopefully you might not know this, but we do ask that the children are on mute, but when they unmute themselves, we can hear everything that's going on in your home. So you might want to get a pair of headphones. You know, I use these, or, you know, you already probably have the little earbuds. Sometimes I have to use these, and these aren't very, expensive. So just go ahead and make sure that your child has some headphones.
I have it on the screen. I'm sorry I can't access the chat, but if you are able to go into your browser and type joinpd.com, and our code for our Pear Deck is on the screen, UTPJWL, underwhelmed, turnips perfectly jump warm lemons. Go ahead and put that in and it will let us know if you're in there.
So that's the last thing we need you all to log on to is Peer Deck. Joinpd.com.
9, and then what's that?
And then that code is UTPJWL. And they get ready to have the best back to school night of your life. We had about 20, Miss Mathias. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. This happened at promotion. I don't know what happens whenever I get like 100 and something people. It just shows off on me. Joinpd.com, UTPJWL. Let's start now. Let people continue to join.
Yes. So if you're still trying to get in here, the code is going to be in the corner. So you see it appear, UTPJWL, and it's joinpd.com.
That's Terry.
Yep. Welcome, welcome, welcome all to the first and hopefully last virtual back to school night at Garfield Prep Elementary. I want to piggyback on what Ms. Graves stated earlier. We truly, and I just want to give a shout out to our parents, our staff, and our students, because these are, this is a whole new situation for us, something that we are not used to. However, you all have been extremely resilient. You have persevered, and you just have had patience. And those things are truly, truly needed at this time. And just remember that, you know what, in times like this, we become the strongest. And when in times of struggle, we become the strongest at what we do. So just keep on pushing, keep on persevering, and doing the great job. I can't thank the parents enough for the support that I've seen in these classrooms. You all are amazing. Please, please, please keep up that great work, because you are amazing, sitting side by side with your children, your babies, and making sure they understand the rules, the expectations, and just everything. So I can't thank you enough. So take this time now to think about some things, staff, parents, and I know we have some students on board. Some of the things you're wondering as we move into, I guess, third week of all of this, as we start our new year, just some stuff that you're thinking about. What's on your mind? Here's an opportunity, questions you've had that you just felt like you wanted to be answered, but you didn't say anything. There was no one at that time in front of you to say it to. We're here now. What you're thinking about, what you're wondering about, what you want to know. We're here now to answer all your questions, or do our best to do such. But we just want to know what's on your minds, how you're feeling, how you're thinking, and what you're wondering. So I'm looking at the Peer Deck. I'm wondering, how long will this continue? Yeah, me too. We say November, but I don't know. I'm wondering about that. I'm wondering, how can we help parents with technology challenges? Absolutely, that's an ongoing struggle, and it will continue to be. And we're just going to put our foot to the metal and do exactly what we need to do to support our parents. I wonder if there will be any answers for everyone's questions? Well, you know what? Guess what? We may not get all the answers, but we'll get some. I'm happy we're getting some of the answers right now. And hopefully in the end, we'll have all. Is our building ready for reopening? I am worried about the health of our students, staff, and community. Totally understand that. Someone said, let's get back in the classroom. I hear you. What to expect when we return? What would school be like when we reopen? Yep. How do we help students whose parents refuse to help them navigate technology or complete assignments? We'll do our due diligence as instructional support to make sure that we do what we got to do. How smooth will the transition be for in-person learning? Gotcha.
I'm worried about the supplies.
I'm worried about cleaning supplies. Will we have enough cleaning supplies in the building? Good point. Will City Year members have access to Canvas? Okay. We're
So
gonna
that
work
was, that was a City Year direct question, Terry. Boy.
We got you, City Year, no worries. What will school look like when this is over? How will students be able to use the, and I know people are just still chiming in. How, oh, that's a good one. How will students be able to use the restrooms? Okay. People still chiming in. So we're gonna wrap up. And the thing is, continue putting them in, folks, and we'll just come back to it later on, okay? But thank you again. Thank you once again for your perseverance. Thank you once again for your patience. And just thank you once again for putting your feet to the pedal and doing what we gotta do to make sure we get through this. We will come out on top, I promise. Okay, so now we're gonna get to our agenda. And that is Mr. Principal Branch.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was texting Katie too. So the agenda, I shared it with you all in Dojo, and I'm trying to go a little bit faster because of that delay. I don't want to push our teachers' time back too far. But we just wanted to welcome you all to the 2021 virtual back to school night. As Mr. Terry has said, this is our first ever virtual back to school night. We hope it is our last virtual back to school night, but our plan is to have the same format that we would have had in person. The only thing different is that we are not at Temple Hill Skating Rink or some other amazing place, meeting with you first and then allowing your children to have a great time on their side. For the introduction of this Garfield staff, we usually bring everybody down in front of you and call everybody's names out. So I sent our staff roster in Dojo. That has the names of every teacher, every related service provider, every administrator, and every instructional coach, so that you all can have that in advance. Then we'll talk about the ABCs of Garfield Prep. That's attendance, behavior, and curriculum. We'll take a parent pledge. I will update you on Title I, which is essentially the funds we use to support enrichment and intervention at Garfield. Since 99% of our students are qualified, receive free lunch, we get additional funding, and we purchase a partnership with City Year so that they can support our whole school with academic intervention, academic enrichment, and when school is in, they also run our aftercare program. There'll be a Q&A, and then we'll close out. Go ahead, Matthias. So what we want to know from you right now, this is another one of those interactive slides on Peer Deck. We just want to know how you're feeling. So we want you to drag a dot to how you're feeling right now. Keep going. You guys understand? You're a little confused about what we presented so far, or stop, I need help. And we also want to say that we use these in class. So when teachers are delivering instruction, children can say like, keep going, Ms. Graves, or keep going, Ms. Thias, or stop, I need help. And then we can give direct, personalized attention and support to that student. So it's just another, Peer Deck is another great interactive tool that we use. It looked like from that slide, most people say keep going, and Miss Matthias clicked, so I guess I should keep going. But if you are someone that needs help, we are here. Next up, Miss Graves is Miss Graves is supposed to be our facilitator. I'm sorry. Next up is Miss Williams, and then Miss Graves, you can do your thing.
Good afternoon. I'm Miss Williams. I'm a school social worker as well as the attendance coordinator. And I just want to briefly go over what attendance looks like for us right now. And what our expectation is. And during this virtual learning period, the expectation is pretty much the same. We expect you all to arrive on time to class and to attend class daily and in uniform. When we are transitioning back, of course, to the in school, and if you are capable of wearing it during this time, I think it's very important for the students to kind of keep up with the routine. It makes it helpful for them. We ask that the students come prepared daily, bringing their devices and materials to class every day, the things that they need, whether it's headphones, as Ms. Graves said, pencils, pens, devices, whatever they need to be prepared for class. One of the most important things that is different this year is the logging in process. And Canvas is what is actually taking the attendance for the students. So we know that kids can get creative. They find all type of creative ways to get on board, to get into to the different platforms, but it's really, really important that the students log in through Canvas so that the attendance can be accounted for. We ask that the students or the parents, if the student is going to be absent, that you submit or inform the teachers or myself of the student's absences. The reason for the absence, you can do that through email, through Dojo, or through a phone call to myself so that we can document those absences. And of course, if you need any assistance, whether it's academic, technology, or there's some outside issue that is preventing your child from attending school, we ask that you reach out to us, to the build team, to myself, to the attendance team, so that we can support you all in either getting to school or whatever it is that may be preventing or causing the barrier for you for getting your child to school. I do want to say that while this is short, if you have any concerns about attendance, if there are any questions, if you have any barriers or things that may be preventing, we will be available after this presentation. We will be available if you want to drop in to talk with us about attendance as well.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Williams. Next up, we have Dr. Davis and Ms. Ophelia.
All right, hello everybody again. I'm Dr. Davis, school psychologist, and I'm going to take this slide on behavior, which at Garfield is equally as important as reading, writing, arithmetic, as well as attendance. So what you see on the slide is a quote by John Herner. So I'll just read this briefly and just kind of think about it as I read it and what it speaks to you. If a child does not know how to read, we teach. If a child does not know how to we teach. If a child does not know how to multiply, we teach. If a child does not know how to drive, we teach. If a child does not know how to behave, we teach, or do we punish? Why can't we finish the last sentence as automatically as we do the others? Well, I'm just going to say that at Garfield, as a community, and I like to say as a family, we advocate for teaching and modeling appropriate behaviors. And you parents are important teachers, very important teachers in this mission as well. We're all in this together. So to help our school community as we move forward toward this endeavor, I want to just say that we will be providing behavioral interventions and strategies later on in the slide. So we're all in this together.
All right, thank you. Moving on, this is my slide. So I am going to be talking about our curriculum, and at Garfield and throughout DCPS, these are some of the same things that you will see, although we do it better than anyone else. Our core curriculum, of course, is ELA, and that's English Language Arts. And during that time, of course, we are teaching kids vocabulary, word study, phonics, phonemic awareness. We are also doing close reading, which is also known as complex text, and are teaching complex text, guided reading, one of my favorites to teach, and that's the time that we teach kids in small group instruction how to read. Additionally, and of course in that block we do writing as well. We have next, of course, we do math. The program that we use throughout DCPS is Eureka Math, although some of our teachers are a lot more creative, and we like to support our kids with a bit more rigor than normal, because we know that our children can certainly handle it. There's the social studies. We teach social studies through, one of the supports is through social studies textbook, and with science STEM scopes. Creative curriculum for our little babies in the ECE department. We also have a program for communication and educational support. That's our CES program. And our inner core, you might know it, your kids may call it specials, and also you may know it as electives. So that's where we have our art and PE and our computer science as well. So those are the direct instruction or live instructional pieces. And then we of course have our blended learning at Garfield, which we have been doing since before COVID hit and we were all at home. And we use iReady, ELA and Math, Lexia, ST Math, as well as Zern. And parents, I just want to kind of reiterate for our blended learning, these programs are adaptive. So, and what that means is that the programs meet our kids like kind of where they are, and it won't let them move forward until they've mastered that particular lesson. So that is a good thing about the blended learning programs that we use. So don't think that, oh, my kid's just on the computer. No, it really is adaptive. So it helps us out a lot. And the next part are the interventions and enrichments. And this is my absolute favorite part, because these again are the partners or the people that the leadership have brought into our building that support our school. We really do think and know that it takes a village, and all of these programs here, Literacy Labs, City Year, Paul Hastings, Girls on the Run, the Georgetown Medical Doctors, all of these people have partnered with our school so that we can develop, create, and we have a very well-rounded program to increase our children's academic cognitive levels. We certainly want them to feel loved, challenged, and prepared. And these are only a few of the partners that we have brought in for that. Now, moving to the next slide.
Interaction.
Yes. So now we're going to do a check for understanding parents. And again, the way we are doing our PowerPoint is typically how our teachers teach. We're going to give you some information. I'm going to check in to see how you're doing. So draw or type 2 things you learned about today's topic so far. Draw or type 2 things you've learned about today's topic so far. Let's see how we do. Come on, parents. What have you learned? 2 things today. Yes, Garfield Prep is #1. Yes. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Garfield Cares, maybe? Help me out, Alt and Bill. Apparently our accessibility is not, y'all know I can't.
Somebody type, we are all in this together. I like that one.
Thank you.
Exclamation marks and a smiley face.
I see the heart. I see the ABCs. Awesome. Yes.
There is no food at a virtual back to school night.
Who put that? Somebody put there's no food at back to school. Well,
virtual. There is not. I'm sorry.
It's on a bring your own food basis. That's what it is.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes. I told y'all we hook our parents up. I couldn't do it this year virtually.
All right, help me out.
Garfield is great for everyone.
The ABCs.
Yeah.
Behavior needs to be taught. Yes.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
teach behavior like we teach academics at the Garfield Elementary School.
I learned how to play Kahoot.
Yeah.
I learned how to play Kahoot. All right.
Garfield is prepared to assist parents with learning issues. That's good. The core curriculum. That's good. Everybody is learning about virtual learning. Yep.
Yes.
We are the G. I love that. Yes.
The G.
Just a couple more, y'all.
Log in through Canvas.
Yes. Log in through Canvas.
And we
City Year love. We give us some. Yes, we love our city years. Yes.
Set up a working environment for students at home. Yes. Yes.
Instruction. DCPS.
I think somebody writing the Canvas website. Instruction.
Oh, instructure. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Canvas is so important this year.
Yes. All right. And next we have Miss Denny. Hey, Miss Denny, take it on over.
So Miss Denny had to step away, so I'm gonna take care of this part. This is for Fila. I am the school-based therapist. Oh yeah, for sure. It's a team effort. So I'm the school-based therapist at Garfield. This is going to be my 2nd year at Garfield, so I'm super excited. I am here as a partnership with Catholic Charities, so one of the Garfield's partners, very excited. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the behavior. So we've talked about that it's just as important as the academic learning, right? So in our Grams block, we have those morning huddles, and we really want to make sure that we're starting off the day right, setting intentions, and building that community. As we really like to say, it's a Garfield family. So on the next slide, I'm going to talk a little bit about what those huddles look like. So the word's a little bit small, but the SEL lessons really cover these 5 main competencies. So this is what we're trying to instill and build in our Garfield students. So we want to build self-awareness, self-management, social and cultural awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. So our hope is that not only will that serve them in the school, community, and environment, but it'll also help you at home too, and also in their interactions with other community members. So some of the main themes that we're focusing on in this upcoming school year is caring and fairness, citizenship, courage, honesty and truth, life skills, perseverance, respect, responsibility, safety, and self-discipline. So we know that at home, they're also getting these really important values, but we want to support you also in the school, that we're also supporting them at the school, and we're giving them those values and teaching them to interact well with their peers and also teachers. All right, so the fun part. So we have lots of different social and emotional interventions, lots of different programs to support your babies. So really we have 3 different levels. So tier 1 is the biggest level of programs. So these are school-wide initiatives that really inform our culture as a school community. So one of the big ones, Dr. Davis kind of touched on it, is the restorative practices. So how we are making sure that we interact with each other. We want to build community, we want to strengthen relationships. We're big on peer mediations instead of traditional disciplinary actions and consequences. If it comes to that, that's going to be our last resort. But we really want to be able to resolve conflict by mediations and have the students get those skills and how to resolve conflict. Right. So also we have a partnership with Pure Edge, which is very exciting, especially since we're in a virtual space. There's lots of online content that they have to support all members of the school community. So yourself as parents, the students, and also the staff. And that really helps support health and wellness, and gives a lot of resources on how to promote social, emotional, and academic development. In our tier 2, those are our group programs. So those are more targeted. So part of them is the enrichment programs we have, like the junior cadet program through MPD, and also college tribe mentoring. So those are very specific kind of interest groups that can promote, again, those kinds of positive peer relationships and community, sense of community. We also have different smaller groups based on specific topics. So some of them that we've done in the past, and we'll most likely do again in the future, are trauma and loss, social skills, range of social skills, and also anger management groups. So if we find as a behavioral leadership team that maybe fourth graders are not getting along well with each other, maybe there's a bullying issue, maybe there's, there could be improvement or opportunities of growth to have better peer relationships, we're gonna say, okay, you know what, let's do a group with the fourth graders on how to have positive peer relationships. So we're constantly assessing and adjusting about what will best serve our community and our students. So the last group, which is the most focused, is tier 3. So those are individualized programs. So for our students that perhaps have more opportunities for growth and didn't benefit as much as from the school-wide program or maybe the groups, then we also have the opportunity to do individual and family counseling with them and also yourselves as parents if you find that helpful. So we do some individualized one-on-one counseling sessions, maybe working on social skills to address some of those behaviors that can best serve them in their academic career. So really, with all of these different interventions, we want to make sure that we are alleviating and taking away as many barriers as we can so they can be academically successful in their career as scholars. So really that's our main goal in these 3 different levels. So for the individualized programs, there is a referral form that your students' teachers will have access to. So if you are interested in talking to one of us as in the BUILT team about having individual counseling for your student, then what you can do is you can either talk directly to us or you can talk to your students' teachers about any concerns that you may have, and we'll definitely give you support. Ultimately, we are a family. We want to build like a strong community, and we want to make sure that every single one of our students is feeling supported and every one of our families is being supported and successful.
All right, thank you so much. Now we have Ms. Matthias is up.
Okay.
Take it away, Ms. Matthias.
So we got to hear from Dr. Davis about teaching behavior and how we are a partnership and you are your child's first teacher. So if you can come off mute and read this out loud with me, we do this every year together. This is Garfield Prep's Positive Parent Pledge. So would love to hear everybody come off mute and we'll start together now, starting at the top. Ready? As a Garfield parent, grandparent, or caring adult, I pledge parent with less yelling or understanding, less screen time, more FaceTime, less punishing, more guiding, less presence, more presence, less stress, more acceptance. I hereby pledge
to help our children achieve a truly independent future
where they
are equipped to successfully handle the challenges of day-to-day life
I will be present and will participate in school functions, and I will support Garfield's effort to provide a safe, respectful, and responsible learning environment for all children. I will adhere to the school code of conduct, ensuring that I am a positive role model for children and the community in which I live. I do hereby make this pledge. Thursday, September 24, 2020.
All right, parents.
And don't forget, y'all have agreed to do all of that. Don't sell me out. Don't burn me. Don't change your mind. Y'all got to stick to that pledge.
All right, parents.
All right. We need it more now than ever, especially since we are really, truly partnering with this virtual environment. So thank you so much. With that, I'm not sure if
So the Title I update, as I shared, schools get additional funding to support particular populations of students. At Garfield, 99% of our students qualify for a free lunch. So that means that we don't have to designate those funds to any particular subgroup of students. We can use the funds to support whole school programming. So we get about $120,000 specifically for Title I, and we invest that money in our City Year partnership. City Year technically costs $300,000 to bring to a school. We at Garfield put up $100,000. Central office puts up $100,000, and then we partner with a family, the Horning family, and they also put up $100,000. So that $300,000 comes together. We're able to get a team of about 8 to 10 City Year Corps members who support instruction from 8 to 6 in a typical school year, 8 to 6, academics, interventions, enrichment, and then they run our after school program, and they also support like recess duty, getting children to the bathroom, taking children to the nurse. It's essentially like getting an additional teacher in the classroom. So we continue to invest our Title I funds to bring City Year to Garfield. It makes the teacher's life a lot easier because the Corps members help fill some of the gaps that teachers can't always get to. The Corps members put in the academic interventions that teachers may not always have time to deliver in small group setting. And the Corps members, as I said, when we're in school, they run our after school program, which is open to everyone. So just want you all to know that if you ever hear, how does Garfield use Title I money? We use our money to bring City Year to support the entire student population. I don't want y'all to never think I'm just wasting our budget. It's a good, strong investment. For those of you who have been with us for a while, we've been getting City Year since at least 2010 or 11. And I guess one of our strongest partnerships to help us increase student achievement and teach our children the appropriate social and emotional learning skills. Good to go.
All right. Thank you so much, Principal Branch. Now we are moving on to Ms. Atag and Dr. Lagan for their part.
And with that, I'm not going to hold you. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to stay connected with us here at Garfield. As you can see, Garfield has a new website. When you get a chance, go ahead and check that out. It's going to be a lot of cool things for you all to engage with and follow some of the things that's going on with us at school. As well, make sure you follow us on Twitter. It's a great place to keep up to date with everything that we got going on here at Garfield. Again, you all have already told us about Canvas. Every single day, that's the place to go. Canvas is the one-stop shop. And don't forget our class dojo usage policy and those ed robocalls that'll be coming out to you. Mrs. Otagwe.
Tagway, you might be on mute.
Oh, I was on mute, sorry. So now we're gonna close out with our reflection from today's activities. We would like all those who are present to go into their Pear Deck. And we would like you to type in, what did you like about today's back to school night presentation? What you didn't like, what was easy and what was hard. We need all of this information because it helps us to make the experience that you have in these virtual settings even better. So please go ahead and fill out your Pear Deck now.
And please remember that these questions were about the presentation that was just delivered by the ALT and the BUILT, the academic leadership team, the behavior instructional leadership team. Right after that, we're going to open up the breakout rooms. And that is when you will go to meet with your child's teacher. We do apologize for being a little bit behind schedule. That was me and the technical difficulties I had. But we're going to open up the breakout rooms. I don't know if you all saw Dojo, but if your child is in early childhood, if they are with Mr. Carter, Ms. Brisbane, or Ms. Wozniak, the breakout room we're sending you to is ECE. If your child has Mrs. Crawford, Ms. Callahan, Ms. Battle, Ms. Sanders, or Ms. Williams, you're going to the CES breakout room. If you want to meet our inner core teachers, who I really hope you go talk to, Mr. Kaz, PE, Ms. Covington, Visual Arts, Ms. Mobley, Library and Media, Mr. Martello, Spanish, Ms. Shaw, Computer Science. Anything for inner core, please go check them out. The BUILT, our Behavior Instructional Leadership Team, they're going to have a breakout room. So you can talk to Mr. Filler, you can talk to Ms. Denny, Dr. Davis, and Ms. Williams. Then you can also talk to Ms. Sistine and Mr. Hero if your child receives instruction from them. First grade, kind of obvious, you just go to the first grade room. Second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, you can go to those rooms. If you have a child in multiple grades, if you have children in multiple grades, just let us know and I can move you from one room to the other. And then if you'd like to meet more of our partners and learn about how else they support us, College Job has a breakout room. City Year has a breakout room. Literacy Lab has a breakout room. Paul Hastings has a breakout room. The Kennedy Center has a breakout room. And United to Rise has a breakout room. So as you are all finishing up this section with us, just imagine that we were in the auditorium, we're wrapping up, and now we're sending you out to your child's teachers. And I'm going to open up the breakout rooms. To the ALT and the BUILT, if you see parents who may not know where to go on the screen, please send them to the appropriate room.
I understand.
All right, so I'm going to conclude the meeting. For everybody who is not the ALT and the BUILT, please have a wonderful evening. ALT and BUILT, please stick around. Thank you to all of our partners for coming out. I can't see everybody, so I won't name names, but you are a partner. Thank you. Thank you to all of our teachers, staff, paraprofessionals, and parents. We appreciate you so much. Please stay connected with us throughout the remainder of the school year.
We sure will.